Today, in this session, let us discuss about continuation of inverse Laplace transforms. So, in the previous two sessions, we have seen what is inverse Laplace transformers and inverse Laplace transform of some standard functions, and we have prepared a table which has all the inverse Laplace transform whichever we are using it frequently, and then we have also seen some problems on it, and there are three methods which we can use to find the inverse Laplace transform of any function. So in that three methods, we were working out the problems on different methods. Here in this session, let us continue to do solve more problems on the same topic. So let us see the problem 1. To find, it has asked us to find the L inverse of log of s plus a divided by s plus b. So since the function is having only the s terms along with the constants a and b, so it is very clearly given that we can come to a conclusion that the given function is f of s, and that is log of s plus a by s plus b. So consider f of s is equal to this, and use the properties of logarithm in such a way log of s plus a minus log of s plus b. And now since log functions is there, which property we need to use out of the three which we have discussed in the session 1, that is an inverse Laplace transform. We have discussed three methods. We discussed the three methods. In that, which method is suitable here, you need to analyze, and then you have to use the appropriate one. So since logarithm is there, as it is, if you apply the L inverse, we doesn't have any result with respect to this. So now think, out of the three methods, one was differentiable method, the other one was shifting property, and the other one was integral property. So out of completing the square method was also there. So here it looks like if we go for a differentiation, it would be helpful because differentiation of log is 1 by s plus a, and we can get the inverse Laplace transform of it. So this is how you need to analyze the problem in the beginning first, like which one would be better method which gives us the solution soon. So now go for differentiation. Differentiate with respect to s. So once you do the differentiation, f dash of s, which is equal to differentiation of log of s plus a is 1 by s plus a, and differentiation of log of s plus b is 1 by s plus b. So now multiply by minus. Why do we do it? So try to recall your formula. That formula is f dash of s is equal to minus 1 to the power of n. If you can remember, it is the formula on the LHS is minus 1 to the power of n into dn by ds power n into f of s. So where n represents the number of times you have differentiated it. So according to that, let us do it for the first time. So when we do it for the first time, my f dash of s is this, and multiply by minus, because minus 1 to the power of n is also there. Since we have differentiated for the first time you can introduce 1 minus. So that is the reason we have multiplied by minus here. 1 by s plus b minus 1 by s plus a. So now you can apply the L inverse on both the sides. Take L inverse. So L inverse of minus f of s is equal to t into f of t. So try to recall the formula that Laplace transform of try to recall Laplace transform of t to the power of n into f of t. So so this gives us, this was equal to minus 1 to the power of n dn by ds power n of f of s. So try to recall this, and once we know this clearly, it is easy for us to go for inverse differentiation. So when n is equal to 1, it means that when n is equal to 1, you have 1 here, and here you have 1, here also you have 1. It means that first time you have differentiated and you have multiplied. So here n also should be equal to 1. You have to go in the reverse direction. So that is the reason we have L inverse of therefore L inverse of minus f of s is equal to t into f of t. So it is, in other words, minus 1 to the power of 1 into d by dn of f of s. So when we do that only, we had got this. That is the reason L inverse of f dash of s is t into f of t. So L inverse of minus f dash of s is equal to t, and what is the expression that we have for f dash of s? F dash of s is this. So substitute it, and by using the linear property you can segregate the terms too. So therefore this is nothing but t into f of t, which we have found, and this L inverse of 1 by s plus b is e to the power of minus bt, and for this term you have e to the power of minus at, and this minus between there as it is. So now, therefore, transfer this t towards the other side. So f of t is equal to e to the power of minus bt minus e to the power of minus at divided by t is the answer for the given problem, which is L inverse of log of s plus a divided by s plus b. So now okay, look at the second problem. It has asked us to find L inverse of we have to find L inverse of s square plus 4 by s into s plus 4 into s minus 4. So once you get the problem first, before getting into the solution, try to analyze like how it is easy for us to go ahead in order to get the answer in a simple way. So one thing that you can observe here in the denominator of the given function, it is in the form of a plus a into a minus b, a plus b into a minus b. So let us use the concept also, and then also we have to proceed further with partial fractions, and then we have to find L inverse. So this is the way you need to analyze the problem in the beginning first. Try to analyze. So that solves the 50% of your work, and then later on it is all working out of the problem. So f of s can be written as, since logarithm is there, we can write it as a log of s square plus 4, which is the numerator, minus log s minus log of s plus 4 minus log of s minus 4, because log of a by b is log a minus log b. So now we have found f of s. Find f dash of s. It is usually, whenever there is a logarithm terms, it is always better to go for using differential property to find the inverse Laplace transform of the given function. So we are finding the f dash of s here. F dash of s for the first term is that is log of s square plus 4 is 1 divided by s square plus 4 into 2s. So which we have written. For differentiation of log s is minus 1 by s. Differentiation of log of s plus 4 is 1 by s plus 4 into 1. Differentiation of log of s minus 4 is 1 by s minus 4 into 1. So therefore, f dash of s gives us this expression. And we know that L inverse of minus f dash of s is equal to t into f of t. The same result I had explained you very clearly in the first problem. The same way you have to take it here too. Try to analyze your Laplace transform of a differential property and inverse Laplace transform. It is always better to have the list of the inverse Laplace transform with you till you get adjusted, until you remember all the things. So here L inverse of f minus f dash of s is t into f of t. So take L inverse throughout for this expression. So L inverse of f dash of s is equal to first term, second term, L inverse of third term, and L inverse of fourth term. Wherever it is possible to take out the constant terms out, you can keep it outside. And now, so L inverse of minus f dash of s is t into f of t. So write down here t into f of t. L inverse of 1 by s is 1. L inverse of 1 by s to the power of 4 is e to the power of minus 4t. L inverse of 1 by s to the s minus 4 is e power minus 4t. Sorry, e to the power of 4t. And 2 is there as it is. And L inverse of s by s square plus 2 square is 2 cos 2t. So simplifying further, we need f of t. So transfer the other t which is there on the other side to this side. So you get the whole thing divided by t. So this is the solution for the given problem. So what do you understand by looking at the first one and second one is, wherever there is a logarithm has been asked, logarithmic function has been asked you to find the inverse Laplace transform of which, it is better to use the differential property to find the inverse Laplace transform so that we get the answer in a better way. So look at another example. Find L inverse of cot inverse of s by a. So f of s here is cot inverse of s by a. Since there is no log, need not apply the properties of log and straight away go for differentiating it. And differentiation of cot inverse is 1 by 1 plus a square by a square into 1 plus a. Differentiation of cot inverse is that, and multiply by minus on both the sides. And then simplify. So we get minus f dash of s is equal to a by s square plus a square. And L inverse of minus f dash of s is t into f of t, which we know. So now substituting, taking L inverse and then substituting for minus f dash of s and L inverse on it. And the given problem, we get t into f of t is equal to a sin at by a. And a gets cancelled. And the function is supposed to be f of t is equal to sin at by t. So this is a simple, looks simple, but you must analyze in the beginning itself like which property to be used appropriately so that it gives the answer in a simpler steps. So that is the main task here. Once you are able to identify the suitable method for a suitable problem to get the solution, that solves 70% of your problem, and remaining is all solving, and it's all simple calculation part has been involved here. Look at another example. It is asked us to find L inverse of tan inverse of 2 by s square. So when we look at the problem, as we discussed, the first two problems were logarithm problems. So we can get to know like differentiation is going to be helpful. But here it is not so. But still, wherever you have trigonometric functions where in order to bring it to the standard form of inverse Laplace transforms, like which we have listed, the function should be in that form. Only then it is easy for us to find L inverse. So to bring that, what method is suitable, that analysis is very important. So take f of s given as tan inverse of 2 by s square and differentiate it. F dash of s is differentiation of tan inverse x is 1 by 1 plus x square, and similarly 1 by 1 plus 2 by s square the whole square into differentiation of 2 by s square gives you minus 4 by s cube. On simplifying, we get this expression minus 4s by s square plus 4. So f dash of s is equal to 4s by s square plus 4, and this is our s square plus 4 in the denominator. When you look at that, and you have numerator 4s, and if you take out 4 outside and then s by s square plus 2 square, is it going to be helpful? That we need to analyze. And s to the power of 4 plus 4 by using complete square method, because as it is we cannot write it as any whole square term, and that is the reason we are going to use the complete square task. So s square plus 2 the whole square, we can write it as s square plus 2 the whole square. It means that when you expand it, you get it as s to the power of 4 plus 2s square plus 4. So 4s square is an addition term that we need to do. So add 4s square and minus 4s square you have to do. The added term along with s square plus 4 gives you s square plus 2 the whole square, and subtracted minus 4s square is there as it is. I hope you understood, guys. So s square plus 4, we are writing it in this form. In order to write this form, what we have done is we have added 4s square. At the same time, we have subtracted 4s square. Plus 4s square minus 4s square we have introduced. So s square plus 4 plus 4s square together gives you this term, and minus 4s square is there as it is. So now you can write it as s square plus 2 the whole square, and this 2s the whole square. So therefore, which is in the form of a square minus b square. You can expand it by using a plus b into a minus b. So now f dash 4s, so f minus f dash of s, and denominator is this terms, and 4s is equal to this expression by using partial fraction and other things we have already solved it. So by using that you can write all these things, and minus f dash of s can be written as this is the denominator, and numerator can be written like this. When you subtract one by the other, you can write the numerator like this. It is all for the simplification purpose only we have done. So now substitute minus f dash of s is there as it is. 4s can be written like this, so substitute there, and the denominator s square plus 4 can be written like this, so substitute it there. And this is all for the purpose of simplification only we have done it. And now look at minus f dash of s is equal to, when we split the numerator, you get this term and this term. Continuing further, s square plus 2 minus 2s can be written as s minus 1 the whole square plus 1. So this 2 can be written as plus 1 and plus 1. S square minus 2s plus 1, minus 1 is s minus 1 whole square, and this here also the same thing. S square plus 2s plus 1 gives you s plus 1 whole square. The remaining one is there as it is. So the purpose of doing this is to get the answer in a simple way. So, and it must be in a standard form, one of the standard form. So now L inverse of f minus f dash of s is equal to t into f of t, which we know. So this side answer is t into f of t, and take L inverse for the entire expression. So we get this, and L inverse of minus f dash is t into f of t is equal to L inverse of this. Looks like a divided by s square plus a square, and where s has been replaced by s minus 1. So it must be something related to a shifting property. So when you identify that, write down like this: s has been shifted by s plus 1. So we get this as 1 by s square plus 1 square. So when is it going to happen? When s is going to be shifted by that? So that is when an exponential function is multiplied to another function. So when L inverse of 1 by s square plus a square is sine 80 and the value of a is 1 and s was shifted by s plus 1, so e to the power of t must be multiplied to sine t. That is your answer for this. Similarly, when you come here, s is to be replaced by s minus 1. It means that exponential is having a negative power. So you get e to the power of minus t, and L inverse of 1 by s plus a square, that is a by s square plus a square is sine, and a in the place of a you have 1. Therefore, it is e to the power of minus t into sine t. So now try to simplify. It is e to the power of t minus e to the power of minus t. Sine t is the common term, and e to the power of t minus e to the power of minus t divided by 2 is sine hyperbolic. So multiply and divide by the term 2. The multiplied term is there as it is, divided it by term and along with this term gives you sine hyperbolic and sine t divided sine t. So now this t on the other side, we need to find f of t. So transfer t towards the other side. It is 2 sine a t divided sine h t divided by sine t and to t. So this is what is here solution. And here this term is sine hyperbolic t. Make a note of it. There should not be any confusion. E to the power of t minus e to the power of minus t by 2 is sine hyperbolic. So f of t is, this is the answer. So this is how you need to solve the different types of problems. Look at another example. It has asked us to find L inverse of cot inverse of s by a by b. So f of s is this, f dash of s, and f dash of s simplify and keep it aside, and completing the square technique is also been used again. So apply L inverse on both the sides to get this simple form, and since s has been shifted by some term, so there should be your answer should have an exponential term, and likewise b is a constant, take it outside, s has been replaced by s minus a, so e to the power of minus at is there multiplied to your function sine bt by b. So, and this is going to be your f of t. So similar types of problems. So this is how you need to analyze the problem first, only then it is easy for you to understand or go ahead to get the correct solution in your problem. So try to recall all the problems, work out more number of problems so that you understand in a better